The human children came to Naker Gate after the Sunspoke nursery ship lost its engines near the Black Reef. 42 of them, all too loud, too warm, too quick to press hands against glass. Their teacher, Tavia Noor, kept apologizing for them. One child did not apologize. Her name was Ona Pell, 6 years old. Brown cheeks, chipped front tooth, hair tied with 2 green ribbons. She carried a stuffed cloth animal with one eye missing and asked questions no one trained me to answer. Why is the dragon sad? I told her Saint Ash was not sad. I told her she was contained. Ona frowned at the glass. That's a grown-up word for lonely. I moved the children away after that. Or I tried. 3 hours later, the station shook. A cargo spine cracked under Naker Gate's lower ring, and the menagerie lost 2 panes of singing glass. Alarms turned the walls red. Keepers ran. Guards raised shock lances. Saint Ash unfolded inside her chamber, 30 meters of black scale, bone-white horns, and eyes like heated copper. The children were in the viewing corridor. I had forgotten them. No, that is not true. I had placed them there because it was the safest corridor on paper. Paper does not scream. The 3rd pane fractured. Panic salt leaked through the seam. 1 guard dropped without a sound. Tavia Noor covered 3 children with her body. I remember Ona standing by the crack with her stuffed animal hanging from one hand. Saint Ash lowered her head to the broken glass. Her mouth was large enough to take the child whole. I shouted for Ona to run. She did not run. She pressed her palm to the glass, right where the dragon's scarred snout touched the other side. Saint Ash went still. That terrified me more than motion. Then the last pane failed. The corridor filled with heat and old metal breath. Every soldier froze because 1 wing beat could have killed us all. I could see the panic salt rising from Saint Ash's throat, glittering like yellow dust. Ona stepped forward. Her teacher whispered, "Baby, no." Ona looked back once and said, "She has a hurt face." Then she kissed the dragon's burned snout. Just leaned up on her toes and kissed the place where old restraint hooks had torn the scale away. The entire station seemed to stop breathing. Saint Ash did not burn her. Not fully. A red mark bloomed on Ona's lips. Her eyes filled with tears, but the dragon closed her mouth. Slowly, carefully, as if remembering how not to be a weapon. I understood then, too late. Alvate hatchlings greeted their mothers by touching the wounded scent patch above the nose. We had known that from dead texts. We had written it in reports. We had never believed it mattered. Ona had not tamed the dragon. She had greeted her. The lower ring collapsed 5 minutes later. Saint Ash moved before any of us did. She wrapped her wings around the nursery group and took the falling beams across her back. Panic salt poured from her, but not into us. She held it in until her own throat bled black. We crawled out beneath her ribs. 42 children survived. Saint Ash did not. At the inquiry, the Kelmer court asked how a human child had controlled an extinction-class organism. I lied the first time. I said it was unknown human biology. Easier, cleaner, better for treaties. Ona corrected me from the witness chair, lips still bandaged. "I didn't control her," she said. I said sorry. Naker Gate no longer has a menagerie. The Cora permits were burned in public, though burning paper is a cheap kind of repentance. I keep 1 scale from Saint Ash on my desk. It is black at the edges and smooth in the center, where a child's mouth touched it. Sometimes diplomats ask if humans are immune to dragons. I tell them no. Humans are simply dangerous in a way we were not prepared for. They apologize to things we only learned how to fear.